Good morning, everybody. We're back in the studio today. Remember last Friday, um, I shot the show from the man cave. And when I brought all the equipment back to the studio, I didn't know if it was set up correctly. So I'm kind of looking at myself just for a second, just to see. Okay, everything's set up great. Well, hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. This is July 2nd and show number 50 of Live with Captain Housekeeper. My name is Drew Borski and I'm so happy you're joining me today live. Good morning, Karen. It's good to see you. Missed you the last couple days, I think. It's good. Oh, Patty's here. Hi, Patty. Good morning, Cheryl from the Woolen Hook. It's nice to see you, Cheryl. Oh, this is fun. Everyone's showing up. Hi, Sandshell. It's good to see you. How have you been? Happy Independence Week. Yes. Hi, Julie. Happy Monday to you, too. I think the Midwest is having a really major heat wave from what I've seen. Good morning, Angela. Ours is supposed to break Wednesday, just in time for the 4th of July, except the heat wave is going to break with thunderstorms. So here in Houston, they're predicting Wednesday is going to be a washout. But if it brings the temperatures down, I guess it's worth it, right? It's been so hot. All that sod gone. Anyway, I hope you had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend. Good morning, Maxine. My weekend consisted of a lot of indoor activities and going to the pool a couple times. The pool was a refreshing 94 degrees this weekend, which is a few degrees cooler than the air temperature, so I guess it was refreshing, but the pool's filthy. It's full of Sahara Desert. Good morning, Charles. Charles is here in Houston. He understands. It's good to see you, Charles. Charles had a wedding anniversary last week, and I forgot to say happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, late Charles. Um, so yeah, today is every 2 weeks I have the lawn mowed by a nice group of gentlemen that come, and they've been doing that for years. But I had to clean up all the landmines. So this morning I was up early because I wanted to get outside before the sun came up too much, because it was so, it's so hot already. So I'm trying to get all my yard work done before the sun comes up if possible, and cleaning up the landmines is one of them, right? I still came in soaking wet from sweat, not from rain. I wish it were rain. Yeah, so I did that, and then the show's not going to be too long today because my dentist appointment last month. Remember there was a day where all my appointments got canceled? Well, the only time I could get it rescheduled was today, like right after the show. So I have to, I don't know, not cut it too short, but it'll be a brief show. 10 people here. Hi, 10 people. It's so good to see all of you. Please, if you're liking these videos, give the show a thumbs up on your way out and share this with all your friends. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. If you want to join in the chat room with everybody else, you have to turn your phone or your device upright. You can't go full screen. It takes away the chat option. So turn it back the other way and look for the chat option at the bottom of the screen so you can join in. I'd love to hear from all of you. And if you are new also, please subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel and ring the little notification bell. Charles says, thank you, Woolen Hook and Drew. The rain is coming. Yeah, happy anniversary. Angela says, I took my grandson fishing Saturday. Oh, he goes fly fishing, right? I think that's fascinating. It got so hot that I was tempted to wade into the water and sit down. I don't think anyone would have judged you, Angela. It is just so hot. And if it's a river, it's flowing, it's probably fairly cool water too. So just don't get your waders full of water. It'll sweep you downstream. Don't ask me how I know that. So yeah. Oh, and I did something very exciting Saturday. It's exciting for me. Anyway, I looked into getting a pool service to come and clean my pool weekly. And the reason, I'll tell you a short story. I've had the pool for 3 years. I've been maintaining it myself. It's not a big deal. You just clean it and keep the chemicals balanced. Clean the filter, the big filter, every 3 or 4 months, depending on how many dogs you have. And I I have been having trouble keeping up just because that's how life has been. And, and every day I tell you guys to automate and delegate. And I was like, well, yeah, I really need to take that advice to heart for myself. I've done it with other things like the lawn. I just don't have the time to mow this lawn. So, that's worked out well. But what has kept me from getting a lawn service is every time I've looked them up, I used to be on Angie's List. And then I've used Home Advisor, and I've looked at Yelp reviews and Google reviews and Amazon reviews for every, right? We're so used to reviews. So I looked up pool services over the last 3 years, and I couldn't find any pool company where there weren't 3 or 4 people that said, I know for a fact the person didn't show up because I stayed home from work that day and nobody was here, yet I still got billed. I was like, that's awful, right? I mean, if you're hiring somebody to do a service, you want them to do the service. So I just kind of kept trying to do it myself. But I found a pool company here in Houston. I don't remember their name. They haven't started yet. And they GPS track their cleaners. And they take a photograph before and after of your pool with the timestamp and the GPS coordinates on it, and send you that in a report about your pool every week. So it's guaranteed that they came. And the price is, I might have to cut some of my cable channels to afford it. It's not that much. It's like $150 a month. I can't remember exactly, but they come every week. So this Friday, I believe a technician named Emily is going to come and clean the pool. And in Captain Housekeeper style, I have been frantically cleaning the pool so it's as clean as it could be before she gets here. When I've had people clean my house, I usually clean the house before they get here. It's just the way it is. I figure they can do a deeper cleaning if I do the first layer, right? Oh, Captain Kristen's here. Captain Diana, good to see you both. I'm so glad you made it for the live show, Diana. I know you've been trying. Angela says, haha, I don't have waders, but sounds like you do. I did. I used to live in Lake Tahoe and then later on in Carson City. So there's lots of fly fishing around there. The water is cold around there too. Julie says you needed a significant other to do some of these things. Yeah, well, I do have a honey-do list, but my significant other chooses to do other things. So some of the stuff gets done, but I usually do it all. I'm better at everything anyway. When it comes to dishes, I just do a better job. So I'd rather do it myself. Anyway. Charles says, sounds like an honest company. Pool services costly. Yeah, I'm looking, what I liked also, Charles, is that this company is if you want to cancel, you can just cancel immediately, and you don't get charged anymore, and you get prorated rebates. It's right there in the contract that I signed with them. So I'm very excited that I'm going to give it a shot. Friday happens to be my birthday, so it's kind of like a birthday gift to me because she starts on my birthday. So yay, happy birthday to me. I'm really looking forward to having more time to enjoy the pool. And before I started Captain Housekeeper, the YouTube channel, I did have more time on my hands. And doing the pool was very zen. It was, you brush it and you have to scoop it, and, there's a rhythm to it. The dogs played while I did it. But then I still had time to get in the pool. And since Captain Housekeeper is kind of taking off a little bit, I just don't have the time. So I think it'll be worth it. We'll see. Having the option to be able to cancel is really the big thing for me. And Julie says that's why she does most things, because she does them better. It's just more efficient that way. Because it's good for people's self-esteem to allow them to help. But if you have to go behind them and redo it, it's just duplicating the time. I do let other people fold my towels. If they fold them differently, I don't care. A lot of people are like, oh, my towels. It's like, no, you just do it. It's fine however it turns out. Hey, Teresa is here. Hi, Teresa. I haven't seen you in a while live. It's good to see you. Teresa's up in New York, I believe. Well, you guys are getting hit by this heat wave up there. I was watching the Weather Channel this morning, and good golly, I'm just amazed at how hot it is. The heat indices in Chicago were like 110, I think. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, I posted a new recipe to my Captain Housekeeper website, and it's for a patriotic trifle. If you've ever made a trifle, it's the easiest dessert to make. It's essentially just assembly, and it looks good and it tastes good. But if you need like a trifle dish, which is a big glass bowl, but you can also just use a Pyrex dish or something else. You don't need a trifle dish. But it's fun because trifles you can just throw a bunch of stuff in. If you want to see the recipe, it's the link is right in the show description there. It's called Patriotic Trifle. And the reason it's that is because, Wednesday's the 4th of July, everything's red, white, and blue right now. And so it has layers of like whipped cream and strawberries and blueberries. So it's very pretty and it's delicious. And oh, Diana says, I hate cooking and baking. Yeah, Diana, this recipe is perfect for you then because all you do is assemble. One of the layers is angel food cake. You just buy that at the store. You don't bake that. You just buy it and chop it up. I like easy stuff. Yeah, so check out my trifle recipe. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, folks, so happy to see you. Yeah, no high altitude worries, Diana, when all you do is assemble stuff. That is correct. Baking at a high altitude is tricky. It's really, really tricky. I never figured it out when I lived at a high altitude. I always had raw cakes. Anyway, folks, Diana, just because you're in charge of your house doesn't mean you have to do everything. It lets you do it better yourself. Automate and delegate whenever possible. Yeah, saying Shell, every time I make a trifle, I think of Friends when she had her sauteed peas and ground beef and carrots and one layer. Chandler! Anyway, I named my cat Chandler, so I'm totally obsessed with Friends. Okay, folks, you know what? I do have to get to the dentist. I have to go get freshened up first. I really appreciate you stopping by this holiday week. I will be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm taking Wednesday off, though, for the holiday. But please come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'd love to see you. And say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic Monday. Okay, love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Please come back. Bye-bye.